After you left Ruthless, and started associating yourself with Death Row and everything else like that, were you still in touch with Eazy at all? Or was it really like, okay, I'm on this side now, they're beefing with him, I gotta stay on my side? Or were you guys still cordial and so forth?
I think we were cordial, but I didn't see them as much.
Okay.
But when I did, it was hello and goodbye. I didn't see them as much at all
Okay.
at that point. And especially after Pac died, then I went reclusive, like, right after, because it was just too much.
How did you feel when you found out about Eazy having AIDS?
Honestly, I wasn't shocked, but I didn't know much about it. I was terrified, and I still get tested every year because it's when I went to Dre and I said, dude, you're doing the same thing. You should be careful.
Yeah.
And then he didn't want to, so I became like, I don't want to sleep with you. You know what I mean? I got really terrified because, one, I didn't know about the disease. I didn't know if it just affected us.
Right.
So
because it was kind of known as a gay disease.
That's what they said,
Yeah.
but I didn't know him for being gay.
Right.
So I got really nervous about it, and I started doing my homework.
Yeah.
And I learned about it, and I respect it. Like to this day, I just tell people it's serious. It doesn't discriminate at all.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when I interviewed Yella a few weeks back. Because Yella was actually getting to the whole porn business. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, he was, and made good money too.
Yeah, he did. And he told me that he was at Eazy's house filming a porno, and Eazy called him from the hospital when he had first found out and said, "Hey, be careful out there."
He didn't want to talk to me about it. And I talked to him on the phone when he was in the hospital. Not the Cedars, but the first hospital he was in.
Okay.
We talked on the phone. He said, watch yourself. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I was at his house shooting a film. He said, watch yourself. I said, okay. We didn't talk too much. I wasn't expecting that to be the last time I talked to him.
Yeah.
And he didn't quite know what he meant, but he kind of knew what he meant. And he put the phone down, and then right after that, it was announced that Eazy was HIV positive, and then, boom, he died right afterwards.
Well, because they said he had carried the virus for 9 years.
Eazy had it for 9 years.
They said the virus because it wasn't full blown. And see, now they're saying that there's a new strain that you only get it 3 years and you go. So I keep up with my homework. So he carried it for 9 years, they said.
Well, if he carried it for 9 years, there'd be a lot of women out there.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
I was like, oh my God, well, did you, Dre, sleep with the same girls that he was sleeping with? And then, because here's me, and I totally backed up off of sex. I was good.
So you just stopped having sex after?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was it for me, because I was like, I need to really learn about this. I became terrified, like scared.
Yeah.
Like to this day, I still go every year and get tested.
Yeah. Eazy, I interviewed Lil Eazy, Eazy-E's son.
Yeah.
And he feels that, that Eazy didn't contract AIDS, that, someone had, injected him with something or anything like that. You ever heard those types of rumors?
I didn't, because I don't know how you really, I just knew that women was, and I didn't know him for being bisexual, so I don't know about the shooting up, but I mean, if that's what, I can't take anybody's.
Well, because, for example, Tamika is not HIV positive, none of Eazy's kids are HIV positive, and Eazy had a lot of kids. Like, how many kids did Eazy have?
I don't know. He's running up there with Dre, though.
Yeah, like 10 plus kids,
Yeah,
I think,
they do.
and so forth. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a sad story. It's a sad story. And I think, really, if you think about it, that's the only person in hip hop that's ever died from AIDS that we know of.
I can't think of him, but no. I think he was one of the first. That was the most.
Who else in hip hop died of AIDS?
I think he was probably the most popular at the time when we didn't know anything about it. And it was funny because when he got it, people still didn't slow down. Like, sex just became even more irrelevant than it ever was. I thought it was weird.
Because Magic Johnson, before Eazy died, Magic Johnson announced that he was HIV positive. But it seemed like he caught it somewhat early on.
Right.
You know, and from what I understand, like the type of drugs that Magic originally was on, which is still kind of being used to this day, you know, like I had read that if you stay on the on the AIDS medication, on the HIV medication, you will live as long as a person who's healthy, as long as you stay on the medication. Now, if you don't stay on the medication, then
You won't.
yeah, you
But
won't.
by the time he caught it easy, it was just too late.
So wow, so 9 years.
Yeah.
But I mean, how? I mean, 9 years knowingly?
He didn't know.
He didn't know. You know, Yellow was the only person to show up at his funeral. Did
I
you go
heard that.
Did you go to his funeral?
I didn't.
You didn't.
Because I wasn't invited, and I didn't know, since I was on the other side, I didn't know if it was appropriate.
How did you know? Did you talk to the other NWA people? You know, the other Ruthless people after that happened?
The only person that I talked to, I think Jay, but that was earlier, and
Like, what did Dre feel about it?
no,
Because you know they
he
kind of
just couldn't believe it. Of course, like everybody else, he was just like, wow.
but they kind of hated each other during this time, right? Not really.
Dre don't really. He not like that. He don't hold on to.
Well, but he made Dre Day.
Yeah, but Dre not. He not. No, Dre's not like that.
Yeah.
It was a record. It was a song. You know, he. Now, why didn't he go to the funeral? That was puzzling. Because he was
But then-
really close to him at one point.
I mean, Ice Cube didn't go. Ren didn't go. Yella was the only one that went.
It was unfortunate.
I don't know if Jerry Heller went or not.
I don't think they wanted him there, but
Well, no, wait. But wasn't Jerry and Eazy still close the whole time?
well, yeah, but they were at the time that I was told at this point it was a little confusion about that wheel and where the money was gonna go. It was a little testy.
Gotcha. Do you have a relationship with Tamika?
I do not.
Okay, but she controls some of the
Yes.
music.
She controls what was left. Yeah,
Okay, but you guys don't talk.
I've probably haven't seen her in 25 years. I haven't
Wow.
seen her in a long time.
Sure.
We don't have to talk. She just sends me my check and I say, thank you, universe.
I've kissed him and he's a good kisser, and that's all I'm gonna say for that.
Yeah, he's a good kisser.
He's an excellent kisser, probably one of the best I've ever had.
I'm not gonna lie, man. To be non-biased. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's been like 4 or 5 days, man. It's like, I don't know. It might be a little too late. I don't know, man. It depends on how hard he come. He gotta come with some ether type shit, man.